Though Ken Burns, born in 1953, did not invent what we now know as the Ken Burns effect, his use of it was so powerful most authorities now give his name to the technique. He was a film creator who used special graphic effects to bring historic still photographs to life. His films, made in the USA and distributed mostly by the American Public Broadcasting Services, were educational documentaries dealing with American history. His first major work using KBE was Brooklyn Bridge, first screened in 1981. His work was impressive in itself and important in that it laid the foundation for much of the electronic manipulation that is a feature of contemporary film creating. Burns' creed is perhaps best expressed in the following quote: "I could look at a still photograph of building the Brooklyn Bridge and hear the workers hammering, the seagulls in the East River, steam compressors hauling up big blocks of stone. You take an old photograph and you realize it has a past, it has a future, so what would it mean to go inside it?" Typically, Ken Burns would take a historic picture, such as this picture of the Texas Dust Bowl, add a sound effect, in this case a roaring of a gale. He would then enlarge the picture gradually and move its position in such a way that it gave the impression that the camera was actually moving into the picture. Ken Burns has continued to the present day producing many documentaries using similar effects. An 11-hour documentary on the American Civil War, made in 1990, won 2 Emmys and grossed over $100 million. This is a list of just a few of the many documentary films Ken Burns has produced. To modern eyes, the screen manipulations seem quite tame, but at the time they were revolutionary. Ken Burns' work gave rise to a whole industry of software which enables anyone to make short movies with dramatic effects. His work set a trend in audiovisual work in which computer image manipulation is at least as important as cinematography. This marriage of very different art forms enables individuals to produce high-quality short films. The following example of a title sequence illustrates this. It uses a single image of a toy car combined with KBE, music, a skidding sound, and typography to produce a 10-second title sequence. It creates more interest than simply flashing the title on the screen. With relatively simple equipment, it is possible to superimpose multiple images to make a single scene. This final example uses 3 images to simulate a car driving over a cliff. The background is too tall, so it has to move. The car has to move in front of the main background, but behind the rail in the foreground, so its image is sandwiched between the 2 background images. Modern software can even carry out Ken Burns style manipulations on movies as well as still shots. In this instance, a nervous client needs a relaxed atmosphere so she can give personal details for her website. The camera is set up some distance away and the interviewer is only a couple of meters away, so she can quickly forget the camera and relax.
Exactly, they won't.
What happened? It was a motorbike, wasn't it?
A scooter.
Scooter.
There would have been some glory if it had been a Cracker 900, but a Honda 75cc step-through scooter? How humiliating.
What exactly happened?
The next step is to use the crop and Ken Burns commands to eliminate the interviewer and zoom in for a close-up on the client, who is the real subject of the clip.
What exactly happened?
Well, let's see. There was a ute that was the same colour as the bitumen, and my mother did not see it, and we hit it.
You hit the ute.
She went sideways and broke her arm, and this part of my face hit the ute. And then I fell onto the
A
road
week
and I
later,
slid.
the interviewer returned to the same location and was filmed asking the question in extreme close-up.